Now I'm going to try something out here now, a little different. I'm going live on Facebook with my iPhone, and I'm recording this with two different cameras at the same time so I can see which one has a better sound. What we're going to do right now is cover over the circle of fifths, how they work. Turn the lights on some more, see what I'm doing. Okay, we're going to look at a big circle. Everything in life, now my circle may not be perfect, but that's okay. Everything in life is a big circle. Again, my circle may not be perfect, but that's okay. That's all right. And we got to have a starting point. So in this particular case, let's look at the clock. We're going to start off with the clock. Everybody who's been in the military knows about our clock. And I'm hoping if you don't know about a traditional clock, you'll learn now. We got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Right? That's our standard clock. Everything throughout the day is based off of 12. If it's after 12 in the daytime, we call it afternoon. If it's after 12 midnight, we call it morning. So everything's based off 12. So everything's going to be based off of 12 in music. So we're going to call that C. Let's use a different color for that because it makes it a lot easier to look at, okay? We're going to call that C. Everything starts with, actually let's make that a red. We're going to make that a red. So that way we know that's our starting point right there. Bright red, bright red. That's our starting point. We're going to start right there. Now, what we're going to do is circle of fifths. I'm going to put the big black letter and big black number in here, 5. Fifths. Now, fifths works in time. It works in music. When we have a short hand on 12 and a big hand on the 1, we call it 5 after. So this is the fifth of this. 1/5 going around. 5 times 12 is 60, right? Okay? So we're going to say this is a fifth of this, okay? So this is, it'd be 10 after, 15 after, okay? So it's the same thing here. We're going to call that the fifths. Fifths. So which one, we're going to look at music and say, well, how do I know what's fifth of C? Well, let's look at a basic chart here. Now, can we see the whole chart? We can see the whole thing, okay. So in music, there's only 7 letters to go by. C, D, E, F, G. That's all we work with in music is those 7 letters. 7. We got 26 in the alphabet. All we got to do is 7 in music. So if we're going to count from C, what's the fifth of C? Then we got to start at C. D, E, F, G, A, B. Okay? So what's the fifth of C? Let's count it off here. This will be 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5. So the fifth of C is G. So let's put a big old G over here. Okay? Now let's look at the next one. What's the fifth of G? Let's get this green here. Let's get G here. A, B, C, D, E, F. So what's the fifth of G? 1, 2, 3, 4. How about that? That's a D. So let's put a D over here. We can see how that's starting to work, right? Let's go back to red again. So D starts here. D, E, F, G, A, B, C. What's the fifth of D? Let's use a blue. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. That's A. We got A up here already, so let's use A there. So A. Okay. So we're going to have A here. We got, what color is this? Red? We use red there. So we're going to put an A here. Okay. Now if we keep going, I want you to realize this. Go down and eat breakfast first. That's those sharps on the circle of fifths. Now, what's this rest over here? How about we use blue? We're going blue. Well, the same thing as G. We're going to say go down and eat breakfast first. These are what we call flat symbols. No, not F flat, just F. I got the habit of writing F flat, so that's just F. So now that is the circle of fifths. Everything you need to know pretty much about music is right here. Now let's unclose this a little bit here. We're going to close it. We're going to make it a little simple. We've seen how we got there, okay? Now, let's take a black one here. And we're going to make a big circle. Well, so you can see it. And we're going to put this in black. Go down and eat breakfast first. But those are the majors. So we'll here go down and eat breakfast first. And that's the flats. So we've got our standard keys over here. We got the flat keys over here. And what's the difference between flat keys, sharp keys? It's depending on how you look at it. But also, this is the majors. This is what they call like the major leagues in baseball. But we're also going to have minor leagues too, just like baseball does. Major and minor leagues. So let's put the minors in red, okay? Shall we? Put the minors in red. Okay? Everybody can see that? Now, it's always going to be the sixth one off of that. So it's going to just use C, for example. Let's look C again. C, D, E, F, G, A, B. Let me keep going on and on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we're going to put this in red. It's C major or A minor. Okay, and it'd be G major or E minor, D major or B minor, A major or C sharp minor. No, that's right. That's that. Let's try it again. Try that one again. It's wrong. It's gonna be 6. It'll be F. I bet you it's gonna be F sharp minor. My bad. Getting ahead of myself. Looks like A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Yep. Gonna be F sharp minor there. So I thought F sharp minor. Sometimes get them confused. And down here it's E will be C sharp minor. So everything's got a major and a minor league. So you think about music, you think about the major leagues, it's a C major or A minor, G major or E minor. And let's look at the key of C, just for example here. We're going to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as a music line. We're going to have this funny little shape here in the middle. May not be perfect, but that's okay. If there's no, this is what they call the treble clef. So let's mark it as TC. You know what I'm saying? TC, right. But do we have any key signature here? If there's nothing there, then it's going to be this tier. If there's nothing marked here at all, then it's going to be C. Now, if there is something there, the first thing it's going to be look like is like that there. That sharp tic-tac-toe sign. Okay? That's what it means. One sharp. It's got 2 sharps. It says 3 sharps. 4. So you just see more and more over here depending on where we're at in our keys. Just because it has 1 sharp does not mean it's in G major. It may also be in E minor. Let's just look at how many times I would say how many times is G major played in comparison to E minor. So this is the simplified version of the circle of fifths.